If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Wednesday, January 16th, 2013. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. Today in the Finis Monitor, we have Olympian Jimmy Feigen. The sprint freestyler is racing this weekend at the Arena Grand Prix in his home pool in Austin, Texas, a month after competing at the Short Course World Championships. And Jimmy joins us right now from Austin. Jimmy, good to see you. How are you today?
Good to see you, Jeff. I'm doing good. How about you?
I can't complain myself. So you've been a professional swimmer now for about 10 months. You finished your senior year at Texas there last March. So how's life as a professional swimmer treating you?
It's a tad bit different, but a lot of the same things, you know, a lot of practice, a lot of eating healthy and, you know, getting to sleep on a reasonable time. But all in all, I can't complain. I'm doing pretty well with it.
Besides not having as many meets as you did when you're in college, what would you say is the biggest adjustment to your life now as a swimmer?
I think there's a lot more research on my end going into, you know, trying to get better on how I can improve from times that I've been going, and a way to make swimming a more fundamental aspect of my life, doing a lot less school, but kind of, you know, exploring the sport a little bit more than I've gotten to in the past.
That's very interesting. And now, obviously, you get to take some money from your endeavors in the pool, including this weekend at the Arena Grand Prix. That's got to be pretty exciting knowing that you could be walking away with a little bit more money.
Yeah, it's actually cool. You know, Arena's really helping out swimmers with their, you know, with their monetary bonuses for these swim meets. But it's amazing. You know, just 10 years ago, they didn't have all these opportunities that we have today in professional swimming. So it's really, it's blowing up. The sport's, it's doing well.
Yeah, you got to be really happy to be a part of swimming at this time in your life.
Yeah, we're at a breaking point. We're doing a lot better things with the sport. I'm happy to be a part of it.
And the bonus for you is you're not traveling. I mean, this is at your home pool, so all the money you win is all profit.
Yeah, how convenient is that? You know, it's great. I just show up and basically almost my normal practice time, and hopefully this time I can make some money doing it. So, you know, I can't complain at all.
Yeah, and you'll have some pretty tough competition, though. Nathan Adrian, Anthony Irvin are going to be there in the sprint freestyles. Guys you've been swimming against for a while now. After Short Course Worlds, which is where you were racing in December, did you take a little bit of a break, or was it right back in the pool?
I took like maybe 4 days or so and kind of, you know, just got back in the spirit of, you know, swimming. But not a big long break. I've kind of been in the water. I had a pretty rough Christmas training over here at Texas, as you know, Jeff. But, you know, I'm looking forward to competing and having a good time at this meet.
Tell me how you felt about your Short Course World Championships experience. You got a gold in that 400 free relay. You were 6th in the 100 free. You know, what were your thoughts about being over there in Istanbul?
You know, first off, USA Swimming did a great job. The whole country of Istanbul did a great job. I had a great time at that meet. It was a fantastic experience. You know, everything went smoothly thanks to all the preparation that went into it. As the swimming part, I'm happy with my performances. I hadn't been training as much as I had been in the previous years for that meet, and I still put up a respectable time. And I had a great time doing it, you know, getting to meet some new swimmers and seeing some old ones. And it was just a blast all around.
Well, you can be forgiven for not training as hard. A lot of people have said that after going to the Olympics, it kind of was a little bit of a time to kind of just slow down, readjust, and kind of reevaluate. Tell me what it was like for you in London. I mean, you only had one race in the prelims of the 400 free relay, but you got to leave London with a silver medal. What are your thoughts on being there in London?
That was just a terrific experience. You know, it was a dream come true, honestly. I've been working for that moment for 17 years in the water. So to get to go and experience the Olympics as a member of Team USA is an experience I'll never forget, and hopefully I can do it again in 2016.
It's probably when you were standing there watching the finals of the 400 free relay, you and the other guys who swam in prelims were probably cheering harder for Ryan Lochte to get to that wall first more than anybody else.
Oh yeah, I was actually sitting right next to Ricky, and we were so close. Ricky was just screaming, saying, "Oh my God, I think we're gonna do it! I think we're gonna do it!" And we only got to silver, but you know, neither one of us was at all disappointed with that. We had a lot better showing that we thought we were going to do, and I really thank those 4 guys for getting to the wall as quickly as they did.
Were you pretty much one of the top cheerleaders the rest of the meet since you didn't have any more swims to do?
I was definitely one of the top cheerleaders. I was out there giving it my all for them, but they didn't even need it. They were doing great on their own. I was just happy to be a part of it.
Well, this is, I would say in a sense, outside of the World University Games in 2011, this was your first big national team experience. And to have it be at the Olympics obviously is a pretty big deal. How would you describe the team unity there in London?
Well, let me first just start by saying, yeah, it was good timing. That was my first real top-level national team. And it was a lot different than I had expected to be in a lot of really good ways. It wasn't individual swimming. It was a lot more almost like a college team where everybody was excited about everybody else's races, and it wasn't just about you. It wasn't just about your event. It was about all of Team USA, and that stretched across all the sports. So it was really cool to get to you know, talk to people like LeBron James, but to also hang out with Missy and Michael Phelps and Ryan Lochte, and just, you know, have a good time with all these swimmers that are now my friends and not people I can see and read about on TV.
And you got that poster behind you of all the athletes signing it, so it's something you can walk in your living room every day and be a great reminder for you.
It's definitely a conversation starter. You know, people always come in and ask about it, and I thank my mom who had the frame job done, and she did a great job with it. But I'm real happy about it. The flag is, I think, my favorite memento coming from the Olympics. Well, other than the silver medal, of course. But I'm just happy. I'm excited. This is a great time in my life. I look forward to keep on rolling with it.
You were one of the people that was picked to make the team in 2008. You had done so well earlier in the year, breaking national high school records in your senior year in San Antonio. Having not made the team, where did the motivation come from to keep going those next 4 years and working hard and finally being able to make that Olympic team?
Well, I'm flattered that you would say I had a great shot at making it in 2008. I had a really great year, my senior year of high school, but I knew I still had a whole lot of work to do to make it from being one of the best high school swimmers to being one of the best swimmers in the world. So I knew it was going to take a lot more work. I knew it was going to take some weight training. It was going to take just the entire experience of college swimming. And I read somewhere that making the Olympic team was never just one moment in my life. It was an entire lifestyle. And the previous 4 years were a testament to that lifestyle.
And how are you going to, now that you don't have the college swimming aspect, how do you keep that motivation going through 2016, which I would imagine is your next goal?
Well, I think all I'm really doing is trading college teammates for USA teammates, you know. I want to be there to help out Team USA. I want to be there to see my friends. I want to be there for the experience. And all of those 3 things right there serve as a whole lot of motivation, and more motivation that I really need to swim well, to swim fast, and to get on those teams.
What would you say is kind of in the pool for training for you going to be the big factor for you to continue doing well and continuing to improve?
I think that a big part of my training is going to have to be to shy a little bit away from an NCAA schedule, which is, you know, swimming possibly 10 to 14 times in a given meet in 3 days, to really concentrating on those 3 100s and those 3 50s I'm going to have to do over the course of a week. So I think I really need to start training a little bit more of a sprinting based program to be really good at those sprints, and not necessarily having to carry along, you know, over 3 days, and emphasizing the amount of recovery time between those 100 frees and 50 frees.
Sounds like a little less yardage for you on a daily basis.
You know, I wouldn't mind it, but I think Eddie has something to say about that. So I'm going to try and work real hard. I'm going to do what my coaches asked me to do, but I'm really going to be thinking about those 100 freestyles and 50 freestyles as opposed to those, multiple distance swims.
Yeah, I know from experience it's not easy trying to convince Eddie to do less.
No, but he's done pretty well for himself so far, so, I mean, I think I just got to trust him.
Yeah. Well, before we go, I'm sure you've heard that San Antonio is on the list of potential cities to host the 2016 Olympic trials. I want to kind of give you a minute to kind of convince people why your hometown San Antonio should be the city picked for the 2016 trials.
Well, San Antonio is a great city. There's a whole lot of things to do. There's a whole lot of really great hotels. And what's nice about San Antonio is that they'd probably put it at the Alamo Dome, which is a huge venue right in the smack dab center of the city. So easy for people to get around. There's a whole lot of culture in the area. There's a whole lot of really great places to eat. And it'd be a fantastic city. It'd be a fantastic city to hold it. I know people would get really riled up for the Olympic trials to be in San Antonio. And I think people would be real excited about it. You'd have a great turnout right in the center of the nation, basically, so you don't have people having to do 5-hour plane trips. I think there's just a lot of really great things that San Antonio can offer the United States Olympic trials, and I'm sure wherever they choose is going to be a fantastic city. But I'm cheering for San Antonio to get it. I think it would be a fantastic place, not just for me, but for all of USA Swimming to gather for that special moment in swimming.
Yeah, it will be pretty exciting for you probably when you're stepping up on the blocks, knowing that probably at least half of the spectators are from San Antonio and cheering just for you.
I wouldn't be, I wouldn't not just say that, but I want what's best for the USA Swimming. I want what's best for the competitors and to get the best team to Rio. So whatever USA Swimming thinks about doing, I'll support it.
Well, that's a good mindset to have, Jimmy. Thanks so much for joining us. We're looking forward to seeing you this weekend at the Arena Grand Prix. Hope you walk away with a nice little payday, and we'll see you down the road.
I really appreciate it, Jeff. See you later, man.
All right, have a good day. All right, so that's Jimmy Feigen joining us in the Fenice Monitor, and that's going to do it for today's Morning Swim Show. As always, we invite you to join us on Facebook and Twitter to keep up with all the latest swimming news. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.